Hellcat might go down. There we go, but the other one is neutralized. Hellcat's running into the same mines they hit earlier. Panther might be able to use this to his advantage. And hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 4v4 on steps. With me today is a number of key combatants. We have 2 Doc, 2 Wehrmacht versus 4 American players. I can count, I promise. On each side, we have ourselves on the allies. We have 77, Laxman, Ravenous, and Snaybot? Sure. Versing, Terry, War Daddy. We also got Phantom, and who am I missing here? What, War Daddy, Terry? Oh, Jelly War? I'll just say Jelly War. Sure, why not? Anyway, if you have a replay, submit to my Gmail or Discord down below, and I'll happily cover it. Meanwhile, in this game, we got a airborne pick dropping in an MG to help cover the fuel, and another one down south grabbing the other fuel. Gee, I wonder what the allies are going for. Maybe the fuel. Who knows? Anyway, so MG hopefully can grab that as quickly as possible. Oh no, they're just guarding. Which, okay, Pioneer moving on down. Any picks for the Wehrmacht? We have 3 Pioneers by yellow. I'm actually kind of curious. Mechanized battle group is his choice. All right. Palm Grenadiers being chosen. We got a half-track Palm Grenadier, Panzer Pioneer. Nothing too special out of that group. Allies, again, we already know 2. Oh, third. You can see here, this 4x4 is already Vet 1. That means this gentleman went armored. So that means he got himself a veterancy upgrade, which means he can capture territory. Again, so already we know 3 of the 4 American battle groups, and Laxman hasn't picked anything yet, but it means they're committed to 2 airborne units, or battle groups with potential paratroopers, bombers, and lots of armor via Snaybots. Alright, 4x4 is trying its best. It is picking off some of the Palm Grenadiers, but it's taken a lot of hits. Now, again, he can just pull back and heal it, but half-track may not give him the opportunity if he can help gun down that 4x4. 4x4 should have the speed advantage, but he is paying attention, so I think he should be just fine. But, wow, okay, allies really thinking they have the advantage, and this is a sign of maybe overconfidence. We have ourselves engineers moving on in to put down a cache for 15 munitions. Again, if you have a position like this where it's 10 or 16, an early cache can be extremely helpful because that's an entire point you could essentially take worth of resources you're gaining by just a couple hundred resources. But say compared to this one, where it's like, oh, this territory is 5, that's the basic fuel. Now you're upgrading it, but it's only upgrading 3, so it really doesn't equal another point. It's still good, and if the Axis really want the extra fuel, or are worried about fuel, given the fact the Allies have, well, they did have 2 fuel points. Yeah. Looks like, then yeah, it's something to grab. Now, luckily, it looks like after that, I was just like, what is happening? Phantom managed to take over this territory. Looks like even though he deployed a lot of MGs, a lot of the American forces died valiantly trying to hold that point. Didn't work out all that great for him. Palm Grenadiers moving on over against the MG. MG's going to go back up against the wall, try to set himself down. Drop in a paratrooper, I believe. But it's going to be too little too late. Palm Grenadiers nicely spread out and just easily pick off the MG. Fun fact, if you're going to put an MG down, get the hell out of there if there's more than 1 unit, because 1, takes time for paratroopers to drop, and 2, more importantly, your MG is just not going to last that long. MG is going to suppress the paratrooper, he's going to die and be forced back. So, man, the once high and mighty gentleman, which by the way, mechanized support, airborne, Ravenous hasn't picked anything yet. Literally. But, yeah, Ravenous is literally being devoured in this game. So, good stuff there. Real quick, while we are currently watching, by the way, up north, the Allies have done a really good job, not only capturing this fuel point, but also a lot of the higher muni points. So, up to 50 muni. Axis, though, have up at least holding up to 46. So, it's not too off, but still. Something to keep in mind. Fuel is about even. Oh, they're trying to go for this Muni. So that would definitely put the Axis in a bit of a bind as Artie comes down. Oh, nice strafe. All right. And bombs come in. That was a bit of a waste. Is there another game like Co? Not offhand. I guess the only thing I could think of would be Sudden Strike or Men of War or Gates of Hell. But they are very different. I've seen Sudden Strike. There's actually, they just announced Sudden Strike 5. But Sudden Strike is one they've heard not really a lot on. I actually have it. I've been meaning to play it, but it's just been like something I have. Men of War / Gates of Hell is something that I played Men of War 2. The campaign, stuff like that was a little bit iffy. So I stopped playing it. Oh, maybe some wipes here on the American player, Laxman. Shouldn't have been so lackadaisical with his forces. It looks like he's about to lose his bazooka team and also be brought down. Oh, nope, paratroopers come in to help cover. But yeah, I would say Sudden Strike and I would say specifically Gates of Hell, though it's very much more realistic. It's not as arcadey. So yeah, but Gates of Hell is more popular. You want something more arcadey? It's Modern War, but I really like Broken Arrow. Really do. American forces are taking this, all thanks to Snaybot. A lot of War Daddy's forces are retreating as well as Jelly War. Jelly War is pulling back, but luckily they have Terry over here, pushing in with a half-track NMG. Oh, now we have a stubble. OAT grenade is thrown on there. Luckily the MG is going to suppress the riflemen, keep them from throwing any more grenades. Though it looks like in the back line we have an MG here, paratroopers, more paratroopers, but luckily double MGs. Thankfully requisitioned by the player Ravenous, because they're 50 cals, are going to easily hold back that paratrooper squad. The other one that's coming in from behind could be an issue, though it looks like there are some grenadiers. Also, by God, Fathom, man, this guy's like, oh, I was told to go defense in depth, and by God he did. We got tank traps, barbed wire. In my opinion, it's always best to put the tank traps or a line of them in front. I know it sounds weird, but that way the armor doesn't just kill this, or at the very least put a secondary line of barbed wire, because I could see it being an issue where the infantry uses it as cover, but to my eyes the infantry can just walk through. So if you want barbed wire to cover it, have both. Mines here could be good, so I'm assuming that's what Pioneer's doing. MG is helping to cover and does help kill that. Stubble's now opening fire on the paratrooper squad. Looks like South should be fine, though at least one of the 50 cals was taken out. Grenadiers just constantly laying down cover. Okay. Not cover, sorry, barbed wire. Paratroopers retreating, Scout units retreating, South is still secure. Good job, by the way, to Jelly War for recapturing pretty much all of the north. And he's recapturing this, so it should connect that territory back to him. But yeah, we've defenses in the south. Allies have another cache going down for additional fuel, given the fact they lost their double fuel advantage. Stumble now helping against the MG defenses. There's a fighting position down. Not as strong as a bunker and should be easily destroyed by the Stumble if he focuses on it. Allies could bring in more AT. Again, Ravenous just really tripling down on the paratrooper squads. Sure, someone must have been like, hey man, you are not allowed to get anything else but this. Only troops from your battle group. That's where you have to go. Meanwhile, Stubble is pulling back thanks to the bazooka team. Blackrilling is hitting him on the retreat now, flanking him. So good job by War Daddy keeping the pressure on him. War Daddy has a decent sized army. A lot of it's coming back up. But his Blackrilling is on the front and at least causing damage to the bazooka team. Opening actually a decent gap in the allied lines where they could really dive in and really start causing havoc. If I am Phantom, I get you're placing a bunch of barbed wire. I get you're being an absolute SimCity player. Like, I appreciate the SimCity. I do. Build your tank traps. Build your barbed wire. Build whatever you need to. If the enemy is giving you this opportunity, by God, take it. Take it and place as many defenses as you can to make it as hard as it could be to retake this sector, right? So in Code 2, this area is called the island. There's no water now, but still, that's again just isolate it from the rest of the map essentially. Meanwhile, up north, we have American counterattack. At the very least, Snabot is not done yet. He still has some forces trying to push on up, but MG is suppressing them. Rifleman does get around that MG, should be able to flank it. AT gun and palm grenadiers are hanging out by the medical. Pence Pioneer with the grenade launcher should push back the bazooka team. MG is forced to retreat. There's a half track on standby. Okay. You gonna get any upgrades for it? I mean, there's this medical one right here. You can always use that to heal, and, you know, the other one is a quad mount or a 75 with artillery or something. We have an airstrike coming on in. Again, a strafing run. Nice shot right there. MG opening fire on the paratrooper squad. Stumble opening fire. Nice hit on the bazooka. And, okay, so real quick. We have the mechanized one, airborne, mech. So that's what the Americans have gone. 2 mech upgrades and 2 air assault upgrades. Which also, we have 2 tank depots being made. Again, with all the issues the Allies have been having in the most recent engagements, they still have a decent amount of fuel coming in. So that means they should be able to get out some armor sooner than later. I would hope they have armor out. Oh, Chaffee's on the field. Okay, that might be able to hunt down the flak filling. Maybe don't dive into the palm grenadier blob, because that you could be AT grenaded to hell. Ravenous as well. Not a lot of manpower saved up with him. Also, nice cutoff with the paratroopers. I will say that. Nice cutoff, because that stops the one gentleman up here, aka, was it Jelly War, from, well, using this muni to help his team. It's just not doing anything. He will grab the victory point, which will help. The Allies are currently down by about 220 points. Mortar half-tracks opening fire on the bazooka teams. Sorry, the paratrooper bazooka teams. But looks like palm grenadiers and Panther Pioneers should be doing enough. Did he barbed wire himself into this position? No, he should be able to walk out. What is he doing right there? I don't know. Oh my god, medical truck a little late. Well, luckily he still is able to leave. Takes only 1 shot. Support gun opening fire. Ravenous, what are you doing? He's just losing his men. Oh my god. By the way, I keep seeing barbed wire here. I can... Oh my god. Listen, you let a German player free and like to not do any, or like not worry for a while, and you get what is going on in Ukraine right now. Like, it's just, it's like, look at all the barbed wire and tank traps. Like, that's some solid... there's even bunkers back here. Oh, wow. It's going to be hell for any allied player to push this. Tanks are going to be bogged down. Infantry's going to have to go through layers and layers of barbed wire. If I'm him, I place mines as well, just to be annoying. Like, he has this area locked down. Now, I will say, you're doing this, and it looks like he has a bunker going down for a reinforced position. Not bad. Okay, so medical bunker and stuff here. Make sure you are helping your team. If you are doing this, make sure you have MGs, mortars, anything to help your team. He has Nebwarfer here. He has a Stug. I'm assuming he is on standby to assist. But Fathom, I hope you're not just sitting idly by while the allied player that it should be fighting you is now fighting the other Axis players. Now it looks like bazooka teams are about to all die, so Germans are doing just fine without his support. Damn, that was a slaughter in mid. Bulldozer coming on in to help clear out the infantry. Allies are not done yet. Sherman, Greyhound, Chaffee, oh wow, that's a weird combination. Smoke being dropped on the pack gun. Palm Grenadiers are probably going to throw stuff. Airstrike does neutralize the pack gun there. Meanwhile, Stu coming in on the flank. The big allied assault is kind of floundering. The flak filling didn't die. Greyhound's dead. Stumble holding his own. Airstrike does hurt the Stubble, but not all that much. Yeah, that P-47 airstrike is not, unless it's like a King Tiger's, not that great. Paratrooper's just dying. This man doesn't have competence at the T key, so he's about my skill level. Bulldozer and stuff does pull up. He's losing everything right now. Ravenous is... I don't know how the Allies did so well in the first place. They had initially a decent idea, but I feel like Ravenous just doesn't know how to retreat. But that doesn't comprehend because he did push up for the fuel point, so he has to be somewhat competent. Smoke is dropped. Sherman trying to hold off the Stug. Fun fact, flank the tank destroyer. Bulldozer is neutral. Sherman's neutralized. Bulldozer trying to hit the stubble. When you have that one, you have the high explosive charge. Doesn't matter though. Pioneers quickly heal the Stug, and that was a battle of all time. Oh my god. Good artillery, I'll give you that. Howitzer, at least you're putting damage here. Special Operations was picked, I'm pretty sure, by the other American player. Yep, because he has the Weasel with the Howitzer. Black 36 is being brought up by War Daddy. Okay, cool. The armor's already gone, but at least you have more AT defenses, plus stuff you can grab. Nice airstrike neutralizes the MG, though it isn't fully killed. The Allies, at the very least, hold the middle point and still hold the Muni point, though they took horrendous losses. So again, I'm not sure what the play is here. Panther is on the field, thanks to Terry. Pack gun is being taken by the Allies. Paratroopers dropped. And we have more paratroopers behind the lines. Guys, this isn't a bridge too far. This is like... probably like a mile too far. This is not okay. That was really bad. Let me think of something better. This is just jumping into like, well, hold on. Maybe it's not that bad. The Axis don't seem to be quickly responding with anything. I'll give credit. The constant airstrikes have been incredibly annoying to the Axis. I know it. I watched a recent tightrope video, and he's like, "Man, that bombing strike, aka the dive bombers that they call in, is not very good." But remember, that's 1v1 in damage and stuff like that. In 4v4, when you have so much going on and you have a player that's not paying attention, that strike is a good way to knock out a pack gun or something like that. Again, it's bringing down the skill level, but still. Oh wow. Okay, good hit along the side. Well, some of them. The other rockets hit the hill. Alright, Flak Fling opening fire on the planes. Again, infantry rolling on up. I swear if this man throws a satchel on this. Okay, at least it looks like the Flak Fling is doing its job. Come on. No. No, he threw the satchel! Alright, move your troops. War Daddy, move your troops. Alright, at least it's... nothing died. Alright, paratroopers behind, was it Jelly Wars lines. We also have a push with Shermans. Not even 76, just basic Shermans killing a Panzer IV. Bazooka team absolutely helped with that. But yeah, this has gone down as, oh my god, this is not a hot... Man, if the last game was like, oh, that was a pretty good skill level. This brought the skill level down quite a bit. But, I mean, you can't deny the craftsmanship that Phantom is putting into this place right now. Just look at this. This is beautiful. This is a work of art. This is a work of just sheer, oh my god. Yeah, okay. One thing, though, is maybe this guy is prepping a counterattack? No, he doesn't really have a front line. A lot of frontline forces, a lot of its support. He has a Weasel heading south. I feel like the Weasel, actually, it may actually be... Oh, no, it hits mines! And the pack gun kills it. Never mind, it's all good. Defenses worked out just fine. They're going to hold that position. I would hope Phantom would have the force necessary to push up north, but I guess he's just laying down another... Oh my god, more tank traps, because why not? Meanwhile, Allied forces have upgraded to the 76 Sherman. They have Hellcat. Chaffee's somehow alive. Again, this man has like an entire support force, not frontline force, but okay. At least they're holding on to the fuel. The Allies are decapping this manpower point again, which would... Well, they don't have it yet, but if the Axis did capture that munitions, it would be cut off. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say here. I will say his Fathom does look like he's gearing up to help push up here. So he's not just chilling down south, he is trying to push up. Just, you know, it's gonna be hard with the pack gun right there. Air support strafes this whole area. Looks like he managed to kill, I'm assuming, the medical truck. Black Rilling is down as well. Paratroopers are just running on in. Airstrike knocks out that. We don't have the double strike just yet. Oh my god, Paratrooper's gonna take that. Why would you take that? Let's think about this for a moment. You're fighting infantry. Oh, please hit the retreat key. Please hit the retreat key with the paratroopers. Come on, you can do it. I believe. Ravenous, please retreat. This man is, oh my god, he figured it out. Guys, he figured it out. Oh, please have the support crew kill him. Let the support gun kill him. Oh, no, Pomegranate's gonna do that. This man can't keep his units alive to save his life. Mines coming down to help guard mid. We have artillery from a whiz-bang pushing back any Grenadier stuff, but Stu's still putting the pressure, about to kill that MG forward position. Or fighting position. Stug as well is still there with Grenadiers pushing on up. There's a lot of engineers with double flamethrowers, so that should stop Phantom's counterattack. But still, at least... Did he just lose that unit to... Whatever. I don't care anymore. Grenadier's also going to be burned alive, it looks like. No, he actually lived! Okay. Meanwhile, a counterattack is potentially being called in here. We got Stukas just flying around the area, but because they don't have sight, they can't target anything. All Grenadiers, among other forces, being forced back, but nice grenade makes the riflemen run away. Sherman's coming on up. They're focusing on the armor, meaning they're not going to immediately prioritize that unless the player tells him to attack, which is not the case. Panther did die. He's trying to bring it back to life. AT gun trying to stop him. Not really much you can do. None of those guys have AT. Repair vehicle pulling away. Pack gun moving on up to try to hit those Shermans. Sherman's still wanting to engage. Really? Support gun as well trying to help. Pack gun might get a final shot. Come on. There we go. Sherman is down. And now the Panther can be brought back from the dead. Okay. Doc Panther. Let's do it. Meanwhile, we have another Panther just rolling onto the field. Another airstrike coming on in. They definitely do not want this Flak 36 and the Flak Filling picked up. Let's see if the airstrike is enough to kill it. Oh, it's not airstrike, it's bombers. Yeah, I would say that you're in no coming back from that. Meanwhile, the Allies somehow have come back in a way that is actually competent. They have Shermans with the 76 guns, Hellcats in mass quantity to counterattack any large Panther force. You know, the Sherman's even up over here. Oh, wait, no, that's an easy 8. Sherman has not been upgraded yet, but so, at least he has an easy 8. We gonna destroy the wreck? Nope. Medium tank, so we can't destroy another medium tank. Palm Grenadier moving on in is a lot of infantry. One grenade could do a lot of damage, actually. Oh, he does pull back. We have a massive counterattack. Panther dropping smoke as the Hellcats charge ahead. Panther rear armor showing. This is not good. How's that fight gonna go for you, man? Not very well. Panther neutralized. Stuka walks in the wrong moment. Oh boy. Here comes the Shermans rolling on up against the Stu. Artillery knocks out the... Wait. Whizbang knocks out the Wesp. Meanwhile... Wait, mine? Mine. Two Shermans are at least, well, engine knocked out. This third one is still rolling around. Shermans need to be targeted by an AT gun, but that one is neutralized. Grenadiers could roll on up. This guy can't escape. He's trapped. He needs to go back the way he came, because literally there is no retreating. Artillery came in force, zeroing. Neutralized another Sherman. This one is barely alive. Grenadiers could help kill this, because they can Faust it. Come on. Keep Fausting. You have plenty of muni. There we go. Killed the one. Less guns focusing on it. You're prioritizing vehicles again. I don't know why you're doing that. We have airstrikes coming in to hit the infantry. Pack gun is recruit though. Air support does help hurt the infantry and weaken the pioneers. Paratroopers called on in though. One more Faust would do it, or a pack gun shot. This guy's like, why can't I retreat? Oh, I wonder why. I wonder. But yeah, all 3 Shermans are now dead. Paratroopers are helping to kill the pioneers, but Fathom, you know, he did his job. He held the south. He managed to stop the armored wave, and you know what? He might actually. Well, hold on, Whizbang firing. He's gonna retreat back to his forward position. Nope, I actually think he canceled his forward position. Oh, he got destroyed, so no longer can he retreat there. Still, bunkers are still in one piece. All the tank traps are still there. So I would say the Allies are still gonna have a rough time pushing down south, even if they do have a lot of artillery. They don't have really much following up on that. Bulldozer trying to hit the MG, probably should retreat. I am still unsure how the... I mean, you have a player that literally has no army, but in the Axis, one guy that's kind of like that. Okay, maybe 2 with Fathom. But Fathom has reserves, and he just deployed them. Panther is on the field. Come on out. Alright, so 2 guys that win mech. We have a Doc Panther. Oh, yes. At the very least, that's coming back onto the field here shortly. Wait. We have 2. Every single faction has a Panther. You get a Panther. You get a Panther. Everyone gets a Panther. The only thing that would make it better is if the allied player somehow got a Panther, but no dice probably on that. We don't ever a recovery vehicle for him to do so. But we do have a big armored attack against Jelly War. Airstrikes are coming on in. He's going to do a valiant defense, but Jelly War is, Panther is still injured. Here comes the air support. Oh, it's not, that was some heavy bombers. Luckily, he did pull back most of his men. Half-tracks took some damage, but still, it's fine. Okay. You're a German commander in this front. After the Allies essentially lost everything, what would I do? Alright, remember, I have hindsight, or not hindsight, I have full view, so I can see everything. But the Allies have a lot of armor, a lot of Hellcats, so Panther Swarm is probably not going to prevail in this case. Airstrikes have neutralized any pack guns, but maybe still a Flak 36, or sorry, an 88 gun could still do a lot of damage with the Panthers taking the hits with Grenadiers as well. Infantry is something that is actually, that I haven't seen a ton, well, okay, this man keeps getting paratroopers, but he also loses the paratroopers. Artillery's trying to break up the tank traps, but there's more and more, so don't worry. Oh, he's picking up the armor? Oh, smart play. Okay, so not only does he have a Panther, but he has a Sherman as well with the 76 gun. Lots of 76 Shermans to get picked back up. Mines going down to stop an approach, but here comes the Hellcats diving directly into a Panther line. Not just one Panther, but all the Panthers. Airstrikes neutralize the double pack guns. They're still pushing, but the Panthers are in good shape as long as they connect a shot, which so far they're unable to. There we go, that man does. They should be fine. Hellcat trying to escape. Panther just can't hit to save his life. Anything like War Thunder, I understand that turret just jumps up and down. It's hard to keep things level. Where I think was it the Sherman literally was specialized in with the turret being able to really like focus even when going through terrain. It was like gyroscopic or stabilizer or something like that. I'm probably pulling that word out of my ass, but still, if I recall correctly, the Sherman's turret was able to be more stable because of something. Alright, SSF Commandos pushing on in with bazookas, hitting the Panther. Panther needs to pull back. Whizbang now hitting this area. could neutralize the Panther. It is very low, but I think he's smoked. I think. Well, whatever the case may be, he pulled back. An armor to thrust in the north by a Command Panther. Backing up the Panther didn't work out. What? Okay. Anyway, Sherman's pushing on up. We still have a lot of armor, so if he does push up further, he might have a lot of issues. Don't be wrong, he has an easy 8. He has 2 easy 8s, but still only 1 Sherman. Green has what? Jelly War has only 2 armored units. He does a Palm Grenadier. He could ambush the Shermans from the side. Air support coming in right here. Come on, move this stuff back. Also, Panther, maybe come up and help your ally. Lots of air support. Doesn't really hit all that much. Sherman's pulled out of there, but we have this bazooka blob. I think solid infantry is how they need to go because, yeah, it's just the AT blob. Your armor's gonna have a real rough time with that. Alright, anyway. Palm Grenadier, Vet 3, very low, but they were able to hurt the armor. Panther and Command Panzer 4 actually doing decent work. They might be able to kill an easy 8. They do! Wow, okay. Good tactics coming in on the side, hitting it. I mean, hell, get the Hellcat up and running, why don't you? With Vet 3 recovery vehicle, should be pretty good. Now, the allies are down by about 200 points. Axis still have plenty of time to turn things. But, I mean, yeah, this is, went from a, oh, this is the game of all time to, okay, we actually have some gameplay here. Kind of. Paratrooper going on in, maybe throws the satchel, kills this fort, retreat point. Let's see, down south, this man got himself a Sherman. So, 2 Shermans! He has 2 Shermans! Oh, that's funny. 2 Sherman 76s. So, maybe led by a Panther, that could be a good counterattack. Again, not a lot of infantry. That's probably the biggest sin I could give the Germans. They don't have a lot of frontline troops. The Allies do have a lot of infantry. Not as many, some focused on anti-infantry, some focused on anti-armor. But still, they have a lot more infantry. Nice kill, though, on the bazooka team with the 8 rad. That man was just suppressed and couldn't do shit. Panthers on standby. Again, so many Panthers this game. And even by the dock players have Panthers. But I will give credit. Oh, Hellcat as well? I was just joking about it, but he actually got a Hellcat. Alright. That would actually help counteract a lot of the Allied armor. Speaking of Allied armor, here comes another Hellcat swarm. Diving on in. Panther walks into it, takes a lot of shots from the side. Another Panther is firing. Stuka fires very close to that. Nebwarfer hitting the sports. Mines hitting the Hellcats on the way out. Man did not have sweepers. Come on, Panthers. Finish him off. Finish him. He drops smoke, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dropped smoke. He can fire through it, but no dice. We have some air support hitting the Shermans. Easy 8 and base Sherman. Hellcat diving in. Hellcat, come on, get the kill. Oh, he's unable to see it. Air support, though, does see target. Just barely is on it. That Sherman is able to back up. Bodies flies. I think the half track got destroyed. We have a big ol' infantry wave up there, killing that unit. Again, Panther can hurt armor. That Panzer IV absolutely can. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I miscalled it. I thought it was a Panzer IV command unit, but it's not. So my apologies. It's just a base Panzer IV. So apologies for the misidentification on that unit. A lot of armor healing up here. Maybe separated so an airstrike doesn't neutralize it, because I can easily see that recon. If you can see this, them calling in airstrikes here. And that's exactly what they do. Heavy bombers are inbound and whiz-bangs light up that sector. Be better. Don't group up your armor like that. Here come the bombers. This retreating group is fine, but the one that didn't retreat in time does take some hits. They lose a Panther. And more Hellcats charge on in against Panthers. Coming in at a, I would say bad time, but the Hellcats actually didn't realize that was there. Now they do. Panthers retreating. They do drop some smoke, but it's not enough. They need some additional reinforcements. Hellcat might go down. There we go, but the other one is neutralized. Hellcat's running into the same mines they hit earlier. Panther might be able to use this to his advantage, and Alright, he's marking. Nope, back up! Back up! Don't get hit by side armor. Come on, neutralize. There we go. This other Hellcat's injured. Do not stay in that fight. That Hellcat could easily win if he pens. He did not pen, so I eat words once again. Zeroing is called in there. Hellcat does get the kill. And this Hellcat. And more armor rolling on in. This armor group is way overextended. There's a lot of bazooka. I know you're trying to get the VPs, but there's just too much armor rolling on in. That's the thing the Allies have done exceptionally well. It's just mass produce this armor, and all the armor that Jelly War charged in up north just completely falls apart. I know you still have the recovery vehicle, but that's a lot of armor you need to get back and hold the front line with half tracks who just chilling here. They will probably die as soon as the Allies figure out that that is there. Yeah, the Shermans are going to go after it. Meanwhile, a big armor group of Shermans. That's right, War Daddy has 2 Shermans coming on in with mines actually being dropped right as the Shermans leave. A second later, the mines go detonated, killing that stuff. Artillery is helping to kill this Hellcat. Recovery vehicle trying to get the hell out of there. Looks like he will. Again, I do appreciate the Doc 76 Shermans. Right now, War Daddy has probably the best armor group for any German player. Second by probably, what is it, Terry. You have another Panther 4. Again, if this recovery vehicle just finds anything, he could easily recover it pretty quick. Is there any carcasses left? Maybe down south? Nope, those were all taken. It's really going to be here, and that's kind of close to the front. This Sherman could be taken out by the Panther. Panther fires, does get the kill, and yeah, he has no health remaining. But he will fight to he will live to fight another day. Now again, Allies are holding the victory points. Axis are down to about 130. Something needs to change, otherwise it's not going to look good. Recovery vehicles healing up all of War Daddy Shermans. Again, Allies have 3 Z8s and a Sherman, all just by Snaybot. Lots of whiz-bangs. We have 2 of them, backed up by another Sherman. Relax, man. That's just pounding the Tiger and hitting the mines around it. Luckily not damaging the Tiger's engine. 1 Hellcat remaining for 77. But still a lot of infantry for him. And Ravenous, oh boy, Ravenous, has a Vet 2 Hellcat and his Sherman. So, it's not as condensed as it could be. Or sorry, it's not. The Allies don't have an overwhelming advantage as they could. But still, that's a lot of easy 8s. That's the one thing, is that so many armored units right here. But we're about to see if that's going to be enough. Right now, we have 3 Panthers, 2 Sherman 76s for the Doc, and an 8-Rad charging all those easy 8s. One of them is so close to dying. More air support coming on in, as well against the Germans. Panthers pushing on up, while the Stukas strafe the Shermans over here. Panther 4 looking for revenge from earlier, trying to get some kills. Whizbang's opening fire, but here comes War Daddy with his additional forces, hitting the Sherman, easily killing it. The additional Easy 8s all retreat, with the Panzer 4 being neutralized by the bazookas. Revenge was not on the table for him. Additional airstrikes are about to come on in. He needs to pull back immediately. Dive bombers come on in. I think those are dive bombers, right? Hold on, taking their sweet time. Oh, just normal bombers. Luckily, all the Sherman's attacks were... oh, sorry, all the bombers' bombs missed. SF Commandos pushing up against the bazooka team. Not that much damage on him, but they do hold on to that fuel. Another Hellcat charges from the side, but gets blasted. They do help kill a Panther, though. More mines being placed where the Germans are located. Maybe not the best spot for it. Lots of artillery. Here comes more armor by Ravenous. He wants to throw his men away. Gee, where have I seen that before? Meanwhile, there is a hot drop of paratroopers, but a Panther and a Stug is there. Again, Panther is not the best to fight infantry. It does have, you need to upgrade it with the additional pencil, and it does a little better, but as you can see, it's just not, it just wasn't killing the paratroopers. Like, the original Panther, when this game first released, was just good against all targets. I will say Allies lost a lot in that. Oh my god, okay. Well, everything's being healed up by that engineer squad. I'm assuming because they went mechanized, they can place it's 100 munitions, 100 manpower. It's a group of soldiers that will help heal your armor. But yeah, everything's healed up. We have now we have 3 Easy 8s and a Sherman. About to fight War Daddy, I think. We'll see. But, hold on, they're being flanked. Nice side shots on the Sherman. Easy 8's backing on up. Hellcat and a Sherman right there. Panzer IV trying to assist. They did pick up a bazooka team. And War Daddy is grabbing the victory point. But we look on the map, we can see a large armored group coming in from the other side. And there's no way this Panzer IV is going to fight off all those Easy 8s. No way. War Daddy could be flanked. We saw this happen before. Let's see how he manages this. He does back up better than his, ally. Smoke is dropped, preventing Easy 8s from easily seeing targets, though that Sherman will probably be neutralized here in a second. He's still trying to back up. Panther IV pulling back. Here comes some additional Panther support against the Easy 8s and an 8-Rad as well, because why not? That Sherman did die, but the Easy 8s, the Doc Sherman died, but the Easy 8s were neutralized. Air support comes on in on the 8-Rad, does get the kill on it. The armor pulls back, but I think that was a bit of a loss for, what's his name, Snaybot. He loses 2 Easy 8s. He does hold on to the victory point, so they should be able to grab that real quick. But still, losing only a stolen Sherman, I would say, is not that big of a loss for War Daddy. Though he doesn't have a lot of infantry, he still has a good amount of armor, and he has 2 repair vehicles. I guess he's like, alright, your job, repair everyone else, because everyone keeps griping on me to heal their stuff. Even the recovery vehicle needs heals. So, I will say Fathom is still holding the south. By God, there's a lot of dead armored units here, but he's still holding it to the best of his ability. By the way, another Panther rolling on in. I would be very curious to see how many kills the Panthers have in this game. Because, yeah, I don't have a high respect for Panthers. They're very good targeting armor, though, on a 1v1 basis. But, I don't know. It seems like the Shermans and everything, and the Hellcats have done a pretty good job against them. Or at least keeping them on their toes. Hold on. We got ourselves Jelly War over here. Trying to get back some armor. Bazooka teams, though, are targeting the Tiger. Tiger can at least hit the infantry. And it does. Doing a lot of damage. Bazooka teams coming on in. Again, some of them with... paratroopers coming on in with some bazookas. Again, a lot of injured armored here, but luckily plenty of recovery vehicles. Tiger as well right there.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
As long as the Axis hold on to the victory points, they're at least doing a good job there. Sorry, the Allies holding on to the victory points, what am I saying? But Axis are moving in all their armor. I think we have everyone here. At least 3 players. Fathom is dealing with the south. There is a random troop. Paratrooper squad just chilling out in the back lines. Okay. Mines being placed to guard this passageway. But Allies have tons of armor too. They're just not coordinated. They're kind of scattered a little bit. Oh, here comes the Easy 8s. We have 2 Easy 8s and a Sherman rolling on up. Air support hits the Tiger. Kills the Tiger in the back lines. So, there's one Tiger. War Daddy's Tiger is still alive. But here, oh my God, here comes the Shermans. So many Shermans about to hit the armor. And here it comes. Shermans pushing on in. Again, just Shermans and a Hellcat. We have a Doc Sherman trying its best to help cover. One goes down. Tiger's still backing on up. Panther's trying to come in, but Easy 8s are on the flank. We did see mines there, and they are delaying. Meanwhile, a lot of casualties in mid. We have a lot of bombers dropped. Oh my God! Even with all the bombs, it seems like the Germans are holding their own pretty well. P-47s are called in, but they're only good against infantry. More Hellcats coming in against the Tiger. Recovery vehicle is right there to help heal the Tiger once that Hellcat's dealt with. Can they deal with it? One shot! It is just enough, and the Tiger survives the fight another day. Meanwhile, the Panthers are trying to hold the territory, but paratroopers are dropped on in. Again, P-47s can hurt the Palm Grenadiers trying to rush in, and it looks like the Allies might be able to hold on to that victory point. But the problem is, Fathom coming in clutch takes mid. His Panthers are keeping up the pressure and killing all the support equipment that this guy had. What was his name? 77. That's why I keep forgetting it. Paratrooper squad's just decapping everything in the back lines. Okay. Okay, buddy. Hey, maybe drop a paratrooper squad down here so you don't die, because allies are about to lose this game. Here comes all the remaining allied armor. Axes aren't looking all that great, though. Panthers are pretty weak. Elephant is on the field. Okay, War Daddy bringing out the big guns. Elephant trying to hold back the allied armor. It's getting some great shots on target. It has plenty of coverage. With Panthers, Panzer IVs, Command Panthers, oh my. Meanwhile, allied forces on mid are being killed by a Nebelwerfer. Fathom coming in clutch, though his Panthers are being hit by whizbangs. Now you call in a paratrooper squad. Little, too late. There is not enough time, and the victory point down south has been captured by the German armor. Doc coming in clutch with their capture, and that is game. All right, the game of all time got a little more epic toward the end, with everyone calling in their armor for a big climactic showdown. And you know what? That was pretty good. A climactic armored showdown, exactly what I needed, and I got it. All right, let's double check those kills. By the way, I want to say, War Daddy, thank you very much for the replay. Solid game. Top damage and top kills goes to him. On the allied side, that goes to 77. With top damage kills wise goes to Laxman. We have Panzer Grenadiers, Nebelwerfers with 36 kills. Panther, 4 vehicle kills. Not much infantry. Again, does well there, but again, it's not an infantry killer. Shermans were deployed in mass. Got 20. Not really all that great, honestly. Ravenous just meant to die. I think that was very clear with his paratroopers earlier on. They did get kills. I can't say they didn't get kills, but they weren't exactly as great as they could be. 43 kills with Palm Grenadiers. 1 vehicle. 20 kills for the Tiger. Never lost it. So good job for War Daddy right there. Had a bunch of different units from a Sherman. The Shermans actually got 4 vehicle kills. That's pretty damn good. Again, a little scattered all over the place, but not too shabby. I love the recovered army. Anyway, Bulldozer, 24 kills, and the whiz-bangs were definitely doing damage, even hurting vehicles. Pretty good job there. Not really much of an infantry front to get a lot of kills or anything. So that's probably the weak link for Laxman. Good artillery with the whiz-bangs, but not really much else. MG42 actually getting a higher kill count, sure, but again, lots of losses there. Vehicle-wise, lots of Panthers. Combined with 7 Panthers, got 13 vehicle infantry kills. All right. The vehicle kills, though. So, again, good job by Terry. At least his Panthers were on point with killing other vehicles. So, can't deny their effectiveness there. Hellcats got decent vehicle kills, but, again, with the amount of losses you took, not really worth it. Not really much else to say. Palm Grenadiers, one of them gained 22 kills. So not too shabby. Not really much here for Jelly War. He just kind of got taken apart. Lots of losses on his part as well. So not really much to write home about. And Rifleman, 21. Nothing really to say. Shermans? Okay, 2 Shermans with 40 kills. That's a lot better. That's a lot better than 8 Easy 8s with 39 kills. Honestly, his Shermans were way better than his Easy 8s. So... anyway, that's going to be it for me. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.